world order.
This is fucking stupid!
Come on, take your shirt off, take your shirt off, take your shirt off, take your shirt off.
I just care about money. I just can't help it. I need money.
Want to face the truth, Piggy? First the consequence!
Ah!
You have no respect for people that are alive, that for fucking people that are dead. You don't give a shit about anybody but yourself.
So there you go.
10 seconds later.
I thought a long time about how I was going to respond to this part. Rather than directly respond to it, I think what I'd like to do is I'd like to tell you a story. Quick one about me growing up in Connecticut and, you know, going to arcades and having that first real feeling of like belonging in a group. Because when I was young, I didn't feel that way. I felt like I was kind of like an outcast. When I went to arcades to play video games, I kind of felt like, because I had some skill, that like I finally kind of belonged somewhere, you know? Like we all liked Street Fighter and we were all competing against each other and all that. I never thought that like playing Street Fighter was going to change my life. How crazy, right? And it did, in a really good way, in the long run. Okay, in the long run. I think what I said there at the end of the video still stands true today, that if it wasn't for me going to an arcade and playing Street Fighter and then being convinced by the people there to go out and do other things with my life, oh, go play in another state and do this and do that. That really was the formative time for me to be a person who was more outgoing. I was an introvert when I was a kid, okay? And it was going to arcades and playing Street Fighter that kind of gave me that feeling of, wow, people like me because I have skill in Street Fighter and stuff, you know? And T. Carter was my rival at my local arcade, What's Your Game, in Bridgeport, Connecticut. And we grew up playing Street Fighter together over the years, every version, okay? I told a heartfelt story in that video, that tribute to Scott, about how Scott introduced T to competitive Street Fighter, and then T introduced me, okay? There were positive influences on this planet, and they're not with us anymore. That's life, man. The best of us get taken way too early, and the rest of us are just stuck here, right? But previous to me making this video about Scott, which I didn't make a video about Scott, let me clarify that. That's a segment of a podcast that I did. One segment, okay? Was the podcast monetized? Of course it was. Everything that I put out was monetized at that time. It's how I made my living, okay? I wasn't doing interactive streams with contributions during them at that time. Everything at that point was ad revenue. That's how I made my life, my living, okay? I paid for everything. I'm going to tell you guys something that nobody knows. I was haunted by T's death for a very long time. I actually feel like it was one of the reasons why I originally had depression. Because it happened to me at a time in my life when, my God, I hadn't dealt with death or loss. And although everyone in Connecticut was hurting at the time when he died, that day, he was walking home from playing Street Fighter at this kid's house, and a gang member decided to shoot him for no reason. I guess, you know, there's all kinds of guesses, and I guess the rumor that hit the streets was that this gang member, this was their initiation. Oh, prove that you're hard enough to be part of our gang by just murdering someone in the fucking street walking home. He got shot. Basically, this was a major problem in my head. It fucked me up for a very long time, to the point where until I fucking moved out of Connecticut, all right, Until I moved out of Connecticut, it was haunting me. It was causing me mental problems. Before I moved out of Connecticut, I drove to his grave and couldn't get out of the car. I didn't say goodbye before I left because I couldn't do it because I was too fucking weak.
Are you hearing this?
When I made that tribute to T in that Hate Live podcast, okay, I received more hate towards me than I think I'd ever dealt with before in my life. My trolls basically spun it and said, "You have monetized your friend's death. You are scum. You're a piece of shit." All right? You say I've monetized someone's death. All right? I don't know how worse you could be of a person to say something like that. All right? So Howard, at the end of 2014, sends me a text. Okay? Scott passed away. That's it. That's all the text says. Okay? Doesn't say hi, how you doing? Just says Scott passed away. All right? Howard thinks that I take that piece of information to go make a monetized video for personal gain. That's what he's saying literally in this video. Okay? That's what he's saying. Okay? It's what he just said. Okay? All right? Just to reiterate here, this video we just watched, the Hate Live podcast, got 11,000 views on YouTube. Okay? I don't even make $2 per 1,000 views anymore on YouTube at this point. All right? Arguably, this video maybe made, I don't know, $10. No exaggeration, probably $10, $15 tops. For the entire podcast, the 2-hour video. The video is a 2+ hour podcast. This is one segment of said podcast.
You fucking evil scumbag. Quit putting a goddamn $sign on every fucking thing on this planet.
This is the portion of the video that, for me, is the end of everything, right? Why, you know, who even cares what else they say in the rest of the video? Because I can tell you, we'll go through it real quick, but I guarantee you nothing that they say after this, all right, is ever going to top this. This is the worst thing you can basically say about me, besides maybe I'm a murderer, okay, or a rapist or something, that I'm a horrible person who would disrespect and monetize the memory of my friend. And you know what I'm saying? It's ludicrous.
You are really, really sick, and you need to go seek help, okay? I hope you will. I seriously hope you will go seek help, because this is not getting you anywhere. It's just not. This is not getting you anywhere. You're smashing your head against a brick wall over and over and over, and at some point your head's gonna pop, dude. Like, you have to understand that. So, you're wasting your time.
Why won't anybody ever
Watch my Twitch stream.
Maybe it's because I'm a big, fat, ugly bastard with a microscopic penis.
Listen, you son of a bitch. What the fuck's your problem? You get in my face with that, I'll beat your goddamn ass, you son of a bitch. You piece of shit. You fucking goddamn fucker. Listen, fuckhead. You have fucking crossed the line. Get that through your goddamn fucking head. Stop pushing your shit. You're the people that have fucked over and gang raped the shit out of. So stop shooting your mouth off claiming I'm the enemy. You got that, you goddamn son of a bitch?